All right.
Get out of the car now.
Well, you got
Get out of the car now.
Hey, you're gonna have to open that trunk.
Alright, welcome back everybody, hope you're doing well. Today we're looking at one of the most uncomfortable situations you can be in. Imagine you are in an Uber or a Lyft ride, and you just want to go to your destination, right? Just a normal everyday scenario. But unfortunately for you, you lost the lottery, and your driver is legitimately just a spawn of Satan. I mean, I don't know what to do at that point, you're just kind of trapped in there, you need to go to your destination. Do you just get out of the car? But then you don't know if it's worth it. Spoiler alert, it's always worth it, but it just feels like there's nowhere to run, especially if you're on the road, right? You can't stop a moving car. It's kind of like going into a public bathroom, but then the stall door doesn't have like a lock, so somebody just keeps trying to open your toilet door, and you're just sat in there with your pants down. Anyways, this scenario happens when the passenger asks the Uber driver to, close the windows, because it is protocol according to, government measures, and also the loud wind is kind of like crashing into his ears, so he's just like, yeah, can you roll up the windows. Now he also makes one absolutely absurd request, follow the speed limit. And that causes this woman to absolutely lose her marbles. How dare you ask me to do something I'm actually supposed to do according to the law? So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for one of the most ungodly freakouts you'll ever see.
I'm just trying to ask you to go to the speed limit is all.
I'm saying I'm gonna go.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so the video starts off with a guy calmly asking her to go to the speed limit. I assume there was some conversation before this, and you can already tell how annoying the window sound is, right? Like, even from the recording, the phone is absolutely being mauled by wind noises, And if you're going on, like, a highway, super high speed, that's really annoying to, like, deal with, I don't know if anyone else had this problem, but if I was sitting on the window seat and the window was rolled down and you're going really fast, I just couldn't breathe because, I don't know, I guess the winds are really fast and it halts your breathing or something. But, it's completely understandable to make such a request. I mean, she can even deny him. I mean, I don't really care. At least, answer him like a normal human being. And you gotta love how she pays more attention to the passenger than the actual road. You're literally on a highway. That's the most irresponsible thing you can do. Don't take your eyes off the road. Damn. Also, does she have the US flag tied to her wheel? I mean, come on. Is this really the American spirit? Come on.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Get out of the car now.
Well,
Get out of the car now.
Hey, you're gonna have to open that trunk. I'm not going anywhere until you open that trunk. Hey, you're gonna have to open that trunk.
Okay, so this woman just goes completely insane. Like, she didn't get her pudding this morning. I don't know if she was having a bad day. I try to be pretty empathetic in these situations. Usually, if someone is not acting the way they're supposed to, they probably have some underlying issues that they need to solve, and they start taking out on other people. But also, there's people who are just put on planet Earth to just annoy the heck out of us. So it may be either of those two situations, but she tells him to get out of the car. So this guy asked for her to open the trunk because I assume he's got some luggage or something like that. He doesn't want her just running off with his belongings.
Hey, you're gonna have to open that trunk.
Oh yeah, I don't think we can continue without mentioning the demonic screeching, dude. What was that? Dude, I swear to God, these people are just a parody of themselves at this point. She straight up turned into a Noivern, man. Like, what? She really be the queen of the pterodactyls. She wasn't even talking to the guy, actually. She was just commanding her army to give some backup.
Trunk.
I love how her vocal cords are even trying to stop her. Like, her body does not agree with this demonic screeching. Believe it or not, humans are meant to talk, not emit sounds like you're from the prehistoric ages. Also, can somebody tell me what this yellow tape is for? I have absolutely no idea. I think the last person in the car might have taped her to the chair, just like, danger, don't approach this absolute pterodactyl.
I'm not going anywhere until you open that trunk.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
Nope. You're gonna have to get my bag out of your car. I just want my bag, man. That's all I want was my bag. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, just gonna be honest, she looks pretty much exactly how I imagined her in my head. Also, you can't just smash the passenger's suitcase on the ground. What the hell? That's unethical. She really just be mad at anything and everything, like taking out rage on inanimate objects. Tisk tisk. Also, can I just mention how incredibly messed up this is? So, this guy paid for her to get him to his destination, and she just randomly throws a fit, gives absolutely terrible service, then throws this guy out in the middle of a highway, it seems, which is very dangerous position to be in, kicks out his suitcase, probably damages whatever's inside of it, and my question is, how is this guy supposed to get home at this point? Like, it's just completely irresponsible. Like, well, who am I kidding? Why am I even talking about responsibility when I just witnessed an absolute demon walking out of the car?
That just happened to me.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't really seem like the best of places to be dropped off at. I mean, cars are just coming full force. This guy, I don't know, he probably has to take a detour, walk somewhere else, and I don't know, try to fish for a cab or something like that. I don't know. So pretty much what happened after this is obviously the video went viral and Lyft suspended the driver. Safety is fundamental to Lyft. The incident shown here is concerning. We're in touch with the rider to offer our support and have suspended the driver. Awesome. Now this kind of stuff you just love to see. Like, I don't want to be that guy that says, you know, go record everything that happens to you, but honestly, in certain situations, in these, I don't even know if it's a 1 in a million situation at this point. Seems like if you live in the US, it's like a 50-50. But yeah, honestly, at this point, the only way to be safe and make sure that, you know, people don't just lie about you is probably to record them. And you just see how she just completely loses her cool the second she realizes that this guy is a camera, because then there's no excusing her behavior, right? It's caught in 4K, quite literally, right?
Now an ugly scene on the highway as a Lyft driver has an absolute meltdown after her passenger asked to have the windows rolled up. Now, COVID protocol suggests it is safer with airflow, but how much air is too much? Here's Amber Cagliano.
What a wild ride! A Lyft passenger records his nightmare encounter with an out-of-control driver. The trouble started when Aaron Swetland says he was picked up at the airport in Nashville. He asked the driver to roll up the windows, but the driver refused, saying Lyft COVID protocol required drivers to keep windows down when possible.
My concerns were completely based on the fact that my ears were dying from listening to having the wind buffet the side of my head.
How painful was it?
Painful enough that I had to say something to her.
First tip, that if something is kind of out of whack for me, it was like, wait, you've taken control away from me to be able to do that. That seemed kind of odd. So then I asked her if she doesn't mind to just reduce her speed. Maybe that would be more pleasant for me if we're gonna have to keep the windows down.
Instead, things escalated.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to open that trunk.
At that point, that's when I turned on my camera. When she tried to grab for my phone and throw it out of the vehicle, that was a scary moment, because I'm like, had she succeeded, I lost my only way to communicate.
Lyft says in a statement, we have suspended the driver's account pending a complete investigation.
I mean, she winded up on the national news. Her life is pretty much over at this point. I feel like she legitimately got off easy. Like, the fact that she just got suspended, I feel like that probably entails jail time, right? I mean, you're crossing the speed limit, you're endangering someone's life, and you're trying to assault them at the same time, and destruction of property, like smashing the suitcase on the ground, and then leaving the guy in the middle of the street. I feel like a little bit of jail time at least. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much the end of the story. I also wanted to do a little mini one over here.